How many peas can you expect to get per plant? That's what we're talking about in today's video. Today we're talking about sugar snap peas. Sugar snap peas, so fun. I did research on this last year. I did a podcast episode all about peas and found out that sugar snaps was actually it was like a development, like during my lifetime, where this farmer in the US, he combined like snow peas, like Chinese snow peas, and he combined that with like field peas, like the kind of peas I grew up on. So he wanted the fact that you could eat the full thing. I think it's called tout la manche. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Mange la tout, something. Eat the whole thing, that's the point. He wanted that combined with like the sweetness of the peas, the field peas. Thus, we get sugar snaps. So sugar snaps are grown in cooler weather. They're in the legume or the Fabaceae family, and they prefer cooler weather. They're one of the plants in that bean family that actually prefer to grow when it's not too hot. So I like to grow mine in the Chicago area. I like to grow them in spring and in fall because the temperatures match their needs in both seasons. In Houston, for my clients Rita Garden, we grow them through the winter season from like October to March. So depending on when your cooler season is, that's when you want to grow peas. The problem is oftentimes the weather isn't ideal the whole time. So it's either too hot or too cold during that 60 to 90 day period when they grow. So for instance, I planted these by seed like at the beginning of April when it was honestly a little too cold and not enough sun for these to grow and thrive. But then as soon as it warmed up a little bit, it warmed up a lot. And so it was like 90 degrees and dry, which is also not the great time for these peas. So you can see a lot of the vine has started to kind of die off. The leaves have turned brown. It's just a sign that the plant is a little bit stressed. So that had me thinking, well, how many peas can I actually get from each of these vines in the first place? So here on this trellis, I probably have about 10 different vines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, about 10 or 12 vines. So I planted those by seed right underneath the trellis. So from the research I did, it showed that you can expect to get about 1/4 of a pound of peas per plant. 1/4 of a pound. Now, I don't know about you, but I can't remember the last time I measured something that was 1/4 of a pound, but that doesn't sound like very much. And that's one of the things I've actually learned over the years of growing peas is that you actually need a lot of pea plants in order to get a good harvest, in order to get a lot from your plants. So 1/4 of a pound, so if you're planning out and you want to be able, say, to harvest a few pounds, I think I usually buy from the grocery maybe a pound of peas. Does that sound right? A pound of peas at once to make a meal. Like if I was using that as a side dish for my family, I'd probably buy a pound at a time. So if I wanted to harvest 1 pound a week, and these plants are healthy and growing well, then I could plant 4 plants and I would get a pound a week during the harvest time. So probably from like week 8 to week 12, I should expect to get about a pound a week from 4 to 8 plants. Now I'm going to be honest with you and I'm going to tell you I haven't been getting that kind of production. So let's talk about a few things that you could do to up your production. The first is to support your peas with a trellis. I've done that. And to twine them often. I have not done that. So I have a video actually all about adding twine, but you can see these vines where the tendrils aren't attached to the trellis. They've literally stopped growing. It's the pea vines that stayed attached that have pushed themselves all the way up and have kept producing more peas. So that's one thing, is making sure they stay attached to the trellis all the way up and don't have these open-ended tendrils that aren't touching the trellis. The next thing is to side dress your peas with compost every single week. So one thing you don't want for your pea plants is too much nitrogen. Too much nitrogen is going to give you a ton of leaves for your peas and not enough peas. So you don't want to have too much nitrogen. I found that a good just organic compost side dressed at the bottom of the vines regularly will produce a lot more peas up the trellis. I've been a lazy gardener this season, but if I hadn't been and I had done that, I guarantee you I'd have a lot more production. And then finally, another method to get more peas is to pinch out your vines. So I've seen this done especially with flowering where sweet peas are grown just for the flowers. But you can pinch out your vines at any juncture, like right here. And what you'll end up getting is a vine that splits. So you'll have the vine pushed to either side. So you'll end up with a lot more peas per vine when you pinch out the top. And I'll show you how to do that before we go today. So those are a few tips to get more production off of your pea plants. 1, keep them on a trellis. 2, add compost regularly, probably once every weekend. Wouldn't hurt to just side dress down here. You can see how this is kind of bare soil and not showing tons of signs of health. So I mean, if you have, you know, we can only expect the plant to be as healthy as the roots, right? And so if you have these thin little vines, you can't expect a ton of really healthy peas to be coming off of these plants. Supporting them more with compost, picking them often. I don't know if I mentioned that, but you definitely want to keep your vines picked and then pinching off the top. So let me show you how to do that real fast. And then we'll kind of run an experiment over the next few weeks and see what happens with the vines that we pinch off. So I'm going to pinch this one, and I'll pinch this one, and I'll pinch this one too, and we'll see what happens. I won't pinch all of them, but it'll be a fun experiment to see if it helps get more production. So 1/4 pound of peas per plant. What do you guys think? Is that your experience? Currently, it isn't mine. So I'm gonna try to do my own practice, take my own advice, and work on my pea plants. You do the same with yours, and we'll see if we can get more production, more peas per plant. Don't forget to subscribe to the Gardenary channel. When you do, we're not gonna send you peas, but we will give you a great gardening resource from the Gardenary library. So email us at hello@gardenary.com and let us know you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we'll give you a free gift. Here's to you and your peas. Peace out.